Welcome back, guys. So now we're going to be looking at a listing agreement document if you have a Middlesex property. For example, this property is in Middlesex County. This town is in Middlesex County. So as you can see, all the documents are basically the same. The only difference would be the listing agreement. Middlesex has a different listing agreement form. This is specifically for Middlesex properties only. We are now in the document, and once again, we are going to remember to autofill. It is going to fill in as much information as it possibly can. We're going to go line by line to make sure that everything is filled in. Since we do not have the MLS number there yet, we don't have to put this. We're going to make sure the seller's on the first line. Our office information name is on the second line. Our address is on the third line. The office phone number is on the next line. The line under that, we're going to make sure that the property address is filled in. The next line, we are going to put the price that you and the seller have agreed upon. The terms in which the property can be sold, FHA, conventional, cash, whatever you have seen would qualify for this property. Since this is not a rental, the next line right here is not applicable. You would then add the date that the property would be listed on the MLS for. You can give a week to allow the property to be cleaned by the seller and ready for photography. And then you would put the date that the listing, if not sold, would expire on this line. If you're going to start showings after the date is listed, you would then put a different date here. But if you're going to start showing the same day it is listed, you just put the same day. Now you are going to check off if the owner allows you to put it on the internet, which in this instance we're going to put yes. You're going to put yes or no if they allow you to display the property address. And yeah, you are going to check yes or no if they allow you to put a lockbox there. In this instance, we are going to click yes to all three. This next line right here is the commission that you and the seller have agreed upon. For this instant, we are going to put 6%. These next lines right here are not applicable because this is not a rental. This would be the commission if it was a rental. The next line, you are going to put whatever months that you and the seller agree upon, that if the sale of the property happens after the expiration of this listing agreement, you are still compensated, meaning that the seller is still responsible to compensate you your commission if this property sells after the expiration of this contract. Here we are going to put 6 months, and here we're going to put the commission that we are going to be paid if the seller decides to sell this to a tenant. We are going to say 3%. We're going to scroll down. The next line here is the commission that you're going to be paying out. So if we have agreed upon 6% up here and you want to split it down the middle, you are going to be paying out 3% minus the MLS fee, which in our office is $150. We are going to go scroll down to the next page now. Now, this box here, you're going to choose whichever way you're going to represent the seller. I'm going to choose for this instance, seller/landlord agent and disclose dual agent if the opportunity arises. You can also choose seller's agent only or transaction broker. In New Jersey, there are no sub-agents, so we're going to click no. We're going to click yes to buyer's agent, yes to transaction broker, and we're going to put the compensation that we agreed we would pay out minus the $150 for the MLS fee. Now we are going to go into this section right here. Should the buyer require mortgage financing, the owner would pay out, say, 3% points towards the mortgage fees. We're going to scroll down. We are going to choose everything that applies. We're going to choose if it's an alternate commission, which in this instance it is not. We're going to either choose if the exclusive agency agreement applies, which it does. We are going to choose this is a residential, condo, townhouse, co-op, etc., which for this instance, we're going to choose residential. We're going to choose everything that the seller is including in the property: stove, microwave if it is attached, if the seller wishes to leave the refrigerator, if they choose to leave dishwasher, washer, if it is attached, dishwasher must stay or be replaced. If they choose to leave the washer and dryer. And now in this line, we are going to the excluded items. For example, if the seller wants to exclude lilies in the front lawn and Tiffany lamp in living room, you have to, it is a must, put this in the agreement, what is being excluded from the sale. Next, we're going to go into the signature fields. We're going to make sure that we add the dates to everything. Make sure the address is here with the owner's phone number. We're going to make sure the seller's signature is assigned here. Add the date. If there's a second seller, you're going to make sure they're signed there. You're going to assign this field right here to Douglas and make sure that you sign. This document is now officially complete. If you have any questions, feel free to ask the front desk